Good morning, good morning, good morning. 2 days in a row. What? Yeah, I got up going, I gotta get on, I gotta get on, I gotta get on. Consistency, 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 consistency. Well, I hope your week thus far has been amazing. Um, we have to look for the positive, the joy, and the peace in everything each day, no matter how rough it gets, no matter how hard it is. But that's not my thought for today. My thought for today, I guess, piggybacks on yesterday's thought about copycatting or doing that which someone else does or making your life become a carbon copy of someone else's. And I want to just say that we, as we live out our life, need to stay in our lane. And you may say, oh, yeah, duh, yeah. But it's easier said than done because I do know that we, as a people, as mankind, um, we get jealous, we get envious um, of others. So we believe that, and I'm not saying it's not true, that when things happen in our lives, oh, that should have been my promotion, or that should have been my house, or that should have been my husband or wife. We say things like that. Some of us mean it wholeheartedly, and some of us just say it because those are the things that we say when things happen to us. Some of us say it jokingly. Like if I were to say, I can't even think about anybody anymore because I don't have any movie star crushes. I guess I would say I don't have any movie star crushes to even say. But back in the day, I know everybody that I knew wanted Denzel Washington. Everybody was like, oh, and they were like, that should have been my husband. Oh, back in the day, I used to say Michael Jordan. I don't say that no more. Mm-mm. But back in the day when he was playing for the Chicago Bulls, I used to say, she stole my man. I was joking. I really was because I didn't want that man. Didn't know that man from Adam. But I'm saying there are some of us who really think that, who really feel that. And again, if there are three of us trying to copy verbatim someone else, we miss out on seeing you. If you and Susie and Johnny are busy copying the lifestyle, the words, the dress, the this of someone else, then we, the rest of the world, miss out on you and your talents and your gifts and what makes you special. So when I say stay in your lane does not mean that I'm saying don't do anything, don't go anywhere, don't aspire for anything. What I'm saying is when you stay in your lane, you can be genuinely you, how God created you to be. There are so many things in this world where I see young people that necessarily aren't going into politics, but they see truth and they speak out on truth, or they see right and they speak out on right. They don't suppress their opinion. They state their opinion and they state it articulately. They don't get up and they don't sit on platforms and use foul language. They present themselves in a professional manner. And so that way people hear them. That way people are listening to what they have to say. I've said it multiple times. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. So when I say stay in your lane, we have all been created with a purpose. We have all been created with a design, something that we are supposed to do, we are supposed to serve in, we are supposed to carry out. And with that does not mean that in every purpose in our life, we're going to be the leader. Some purposes in our life cause for us, I have not had my coffee this morning, will cause for us to be the assistant or the support in that function. But it causes us to be a part of something that we were designed to be a part of, right? If we look at cartoons and if all we saw were the artists that drew the characters and there was no voice behind it, what's the point? Yes, back in the day there were silent movies, but these days there's so many. So basically, it's the person who draws. There's the animator. There's the the one that adds the color and I don't know the technical names. And then there's the voice. If we didn't have all different ones, it would be a one side. It would just be somebody showing us their drawings every day, right? So it takes all of us, and it's different skills, because every cartoon, if you look at it, every cartoon is not exactly the same. Every drawing is not exactly the same. Meaning, Tom and Jerry does not look like Top Cat. You see how I used both cats? And I'm sorry, I'm dating myself if you don't know what those are. But they're not exactly the same. They're not drawn the same. They don't have the same storyline. So the writers for those cartoons are different. See, again, you have a writer. You were created for something. From the day you were born, there was something in you that you gravitated to all of your life, whether it be art, whether it be film, whether it be dance, whether it be business, whether it be socialization. So social worker, caseworkers, counselors, therapists. There are so many things that we were created for, and it's in us. And when it comes out, be you. Sorry, all of us weren't created to be singers. All of us weren't created to be actors. All of us weren't created to be YouTube influencers. Okay? Think about it. All of us weren't created for that. We were created for something special, something original. You don't need to have a copycat. You don't need to. Now, granted, if you are in the field of something and there's someone that you know that excels in that field, I'm not saying to learn, to glean, to what's the word I'm looking for? Apprenticeship under that person or someone similar. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying you don't have to do it just like them. You don't have to use their schedule where they wake up in the morning, they do this. No, you learn what they do, you take it and you morph it into yours so that when we see you do it, we see more of you than them, right? Because if everyone, let's use singing, if everyone sang and they had the exact same voice, they had the exact same tonation, they had the exact same range, we'd be like, okay, I heard that. And then someone go, no, that's so-and-so. Oh, really? Okay, I heard that. No, that's why they're creative. That's why they take their craft and they stretch it. That's why they take their craft and they learn something new. That's why they take their craft and they step out and they do something different. Do the homework, do the research. To me, copycatting is being lazy. That means you're allowing someone else to do the work, then you take the work and then you try to own it. All you're going to do is mess up. That goes in all kind of platforms. That goes in the work field. That goes in serving in churches. That's being serving in your community. Don't just do something for the photo or for the accolades or for the pat on the back. Don't do things for those reasons. You're doing it for the wrong reasons. Search your heart and look at what you're called to do and look at what you're called to be and be the best you can be. So as you live out your life, the way you are comfortable in, the way you are positioned for God to move and for you to move through this world, then you will be genuinely you. And I bet you will be received and accepted beyond what you could ever have thought of, because people are like, wait a minute, I like this hurt better than that. What happened? So real talk, real life.